Greetings, fellow Sierra Leonean around the world, and welcome to another edition of the Critical Thinking Talk Show. I am your host, Khadija Tichan Nabi. Today we start a bit early, 30 minutes early, because I've been put on the flyer, so we'll start at 5. But I guess we get a bit of a miscommunication with my guests, so I decided for start 30 minutes earlier than planned. I did bring my guests immediately, but prior to that, I want just do community announcement. On the community announcement, I want to congratulate the Dumbia family. As the saying goes, many are called, but few are chosen. A man that I refer to as some men that fall in the same caliber of that of my late dad. He served as a mentor to many, including myself, and also a great friend of my deceased father. He carries himself in an unassuming manner. He loves to dance and enjoy life. When it comes to pictorial of his daily agenda, I consider him as the king of all kings of self pictorial. He cares about everyone around him and finds ways to uplift others. I lost my father approximately 6 years back, but with the grace of God, I gained a fatherly figure from this fine gentleman. Today and each day, I want to remind Uncle Abdoulaye Kole Doumbia, commonly known as Bobo Kole, of the Garden State, that we love you, appreciate you, and cherish you within the Sierra Leone community here in New Jersey and beyond. As you celebrate another milestone on Sunday, July 7th, 2019, we ask that our good Lord to turn your 69th birthday into 96th birthday for years to come in great health. I also want to thank his wife and children for sharing their dad with us. To name few, our dear Madam Abibatu Dumbia, who makes it a priority to join my live show from time to time and give positive contribution. May God richly bless you, Madam. To Pastor Jibrila and the rest of the Dumbia family, we thank you all and congratulations to your family as your father celebrates another milestone. Once again, we love you and appreciate you. Now that take we to today's program. I did bring Madame Morisadatu Diva shortly. For now, we go straight to today's program. And I welcome the viewers and I thank you for your time. We'll get to the show immediately as soon as I get to my guests here tonight. On the screen, sorry. Madam Morisadatu, if you happen for come on and see the live, kindly join me because still they try for find you for put you on. Morisadatu. All right, I still they patiently wait for Madame Morisadatu when I join the live, and I thank you for your patience. In the meantime, I could do a disclaimer. Even though I don't get any intention for play any too much music as I get bearing, not the family, but just in case I go for play any cool sentimental tune, I go just write read this disclaimer just in case. This message serves as a disclaimer. The Critical Thinking Talk Show and neither do I, Perseverance Tenacity, Khadija Tijan Nabi have the right to these music or songs that will be played during this live show. They will only be used as a form of entertainment to our viewers, guests, and the general public. I repeat, this message serves as a disclaimer. The Critical Thinking Talk Show, neither do I have the right to these songs or music that will be played during my live show. They will only be used as a form of entertainment for our viewers, guests, and the general public. The Critical Thinking Talk Show thank Facebook and the owner of or artist of this song in advance for your understanding. Miss Morisadatu, if you come on, kindly send me a request so that way I go bring you on immediately. So we'll start the interview. Thank you, madam. And I'll thank you again for coming and for your patience and in a welcome. We'll get to the show shortly as soon as I join the guests in. And I saw you for the delay. In the meantime, not just make one or two statements while I wait for him. Today, Una, please expect me for conduct or host this particular show in a bilingual mode. I would communicate in both we English and we English the Queen language and we local Franca Creole. Many of my research materials go be in English, but I will also do my very best for do a translation for we community and larger audience. I also will take the opportunity also for give credits to the Mayo Clinic and the Center for Disease Control. Both are credible sites where most of my materials then were obtained. Once again, and I welcome to the Critical Thinking Talk Show, and we are in a continue for patience. We as I wait for the guests. Okay, Madam Morisadatu, I did see you, but I don't know. Thank you. If I share right now. Okay. Okay, I did see you now. I'm here. Wonderful. Okay, so now let's see. Is it my setting? Maybe it's my setting. Let me see. All right, there. Hold on. I'll try for bring you on. Uh, Send me a request, please, so that way I will bring you on. For whatever reason, I did get some issue. Okay, there you go. Bam. I see you now. I don't add you, madam.
Mhm.
Welcome, welcome, madam. You there, me good?
Thank you. Yes, I hear you.
Wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. So I want to take this opportunity for say plenty thank you for your time. And I want to welcome you to the Critical Thinking Talk Show.
Okay.
But
Um,
yes, can you hear me?
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute,
Sure.
1 minute.
No problem, no problem.
Sorry.
Quite okay, understandable. Welcome once
You
again.
know, say picking
So
these
before we
days.
proceed to with today's interview,
Yes,
I give you the opportunity for now you introduce yourself and give
yes,
brief background about who Madame Marisa Datu
yes,
is,
yes.
and then from there we'll go.
Thank
So
you
I
so
give you the
much.
opportunity now. Welcome. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Well, I want to say hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Here is late afternoon, so going to evening. It's about 6 o'clock. Um, my name is Fatmata Bangora. That's my real birth name, and I was born in Freetown, Sierra Leone. I'm a mother, a sister to someone, and of course, I'm a singer-songwriter. I write my own songs, I sing them, I'm a performer. I've performed for so many people all over the world. Even our ex-president, I performed for him when he was here in the Netherlands. And I've lived in the Netherlands here in Holland for over 20 years. So yeah, at this moment, I'm still singing and writing, and of course, I'm with my two daughters. Um, yeah, my other children have their own place. So for now, I'm single. I'm not yet married, but I'm seeing somebody. So you know.
Wonderful. Now, a pleasure for get you here tonight.
Thank you.
So you mentioned a few things. So now we start first with the music career.
Yes.
First and foremost, I want to say I commend you
Thank you.
for being a single parent.
Yes.
And yes, still years down the line, you take upon yourself a bold step for say, I can do this.
Yes.
That alone, it's worth to be commended.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that. Your music career, what thing inspire you or what thing make you decide to say, well, I can do this at this age.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes. Well, actually, I was married. I've been married, and um, I born from a man. We be happy, but then the relationship not go further, you know. So I not go blame him. I not go blame myself. It just not work. I not put all the blame on him because in every problems it's two sides, you know. So the relationship not work. So we get for the apart, and but then I decide for take care of myself and of course the pikin the way we don't get together. So as time they go along, along the way where I be dey take care of my pikin them, then From Freetown, Salon, I don't begin sing, get inspired through Indian movies, all these Indian songs. But when Akaya married, so I was like settled. I was not in the mood to go in the media. Because when you married and with the media, it's very difficult. And I make so most of the artists and there's too much of divorce because the understanding for the both sides. So but while I be married, then I not continue my career. But I always want to sing since salon. I always want to sing, I always want to dance, entertain, make people laugh. I just like for make people happy. So I start out from the backyard of my mama na Freetown. So while kaya where things not go good and through my struggles with me picking and so things that be happen to me. So then one heart just say, why don't you put your sorrows, your happiness, your love, and turn them into songs? It might heal somebody. So then I begin for sing. First I begin for sing by English. Then I say no, I have to embrace my own culture because then I will go perform for Nigerians and Ghanaians. Then I say no, I dey hear them they sing by the language with the dancer, and so then I say no, I can sing. I sabi still for talk Creole, you know. So I say you know what, make I begin for sing by Creole, because I dey represent Salone. So then I begin for sing pa Creole. I dey sing me na my own words and my own waiting. I be dey go through my relationship, like take me, like when one door close, another door go open. Those of my songs. Now real story will happen to me, so I put them into songs. Then I see say not to me one people and begin embrace me song. People and begin say yeah I feel the same way too. Oh I like this song. Oh that's the way I started getting popular. The Nigerian community in Holland, the Ghanaian, yeah, say all over the African community. Yes. So
Wonderful.
I have over
So
50
what's in you?
songs. 50 songs. Over 50.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I commend you.
Thank you.
What's in you and I have in common where you don't know? For myself, at a very tender age,
Yeah.
I love for write and writing a day I they kind of like express myself, and I always like for sing and dance as well.
Wow.
So at a very young age, yeah, at a very young age, I mean always get a diary. This is where I express myself, whether it's writing poems or motivational quotes of for myself, just something where they fall back in. But I always love for dance and sing.
Yes.
But like we culture what we get. It not so easy for now. We family or we African culture just embrace that as a career.
Yes.
But definitely something where maybe you don't know of me, but that's something I love as well. Um, absolutely. So let's now talk about Holland is a place, your home away from home.
Yeah.
Because if you did it beyond 20 years,
Yes.
that's like a home away from Sierra Leone.
Yes.
So can you shed a light a little bit about you experience how is life in Holland, or how has life been for you in Holland?
Yeah, and to be honest, they say if you can a country where they give you open hands and your struggles there were not much, you for thank God and you for always thank God for the people and because when you the kind of strange country, you don't know if then they can't kill you there, if then they can't hurt you there, if then they can't do you bad, and all these years where I don't stay in this country, to be honest. The problems that I don't get with the people that we get in country, and not much, I'm not gonna lie. They help me a lot, especially with so many people that I get. They help me a lot, even where I be they go through a lot of trauma. Then they send me different places for go learn. And waiting I go learn. Because then when I begin for make Pekin, I not sabi how to take care of Pekin. So then say, okay, well, Pekin where they from 1 month to 3 months, now so they behave. Pekin where we know we know that. We just know that Africa for born pikin, mena, if the pikin do something, alapana, beat am, do. So where I can I no sabi. So I tell them, say, I no sabi. So then send me side them where I go learn. So to be honest, I appreciate them. I appreciate I appreciate the Dutch people, the Netherlands people, because the way where they help me now, to be honest, my own salon people and I no help me so. I'm not gonna lie. I love my people and I'm not gonna put them down. I'm not gonna try for put them down in any way. But make we talk the truth. The people that help me more because now they country and they support me and psychologically, emotionally, and of course with money. Yes, so I'm not go talk too much bad things about them. Though some things will not be too solid for me, like for Sidonaya, they will tell you say wait, wait, and but they delay you for you staying permit, and so it was a little bit rough. But I mean, not to me one they go through them. A lot of people go through that. So that was the only struggle I had here. But for money wise, us for day, other things, then they really, really take care of me. I will not lie. Yes.
I must say that I'm proud of you and I commend you.
Same here.
Um, as someone also would have experienced the life of being a single parent,
Yes.
um, it's never an easy task.
Yeah.
So for now, you through every challenges that way you face with marital
Yeah.
challenges, like I was saying, we women that we not came pray for go into
Yeah.
marriage and for same fail, but when it not becomes successful,
Yeah.
we get for pick up the pieces,
Not.
and one of those pieces is we focus on we picking them and make them
Oh
become,
yes.
hopefully
Yeah.
pray for become a productive citizen of
Yeah.
society.
Yeah.
So for your experience and yet still you rise above all that, I commend you.
Thank you.
The other thing way I want to say is that with humility, I tell you plenty, plenty thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to apologize the same way you pull out the video and not being notice and quick because I've been doing a job.
Okay.
But when I take me time during my break, I listen, I say, wow, I only take another
Yes.
diva with confidence,
Yeah.
diva with strength,
Yeah.
or uplift another diva
Yeah.
because that's what I believe in.
Yeah.
I believe say if you have a quality in you, you get a strength within you. Now a blessing for me as a Sierra
Not
Leonean.
true.
Now a blessing for now uplift you and maybe through your blessing, God will bless me as
Of
well.
course.
So with humility,
Of
the
course.
words that we of words that we use for describing, I take on with humility and I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And I further want to ask how you come about for know me and what make you decide for do that.
Well, as a musician, we dey see through people, and that's like you always say. I know somebody will really honest in so many ways, and we Casada Kitchen share you because I'm a friend, so I see, so I go watch. So we not to Casada Kitchen alone, Jamila Camara also. We of course now somebody who I really respect now the media because when me say come, instead watch me now the only woman way like share me, where he listen to me one two, he just share me and talk about me. So what I like is the well composed, and to be honest, I like your skin color. I like the way they
Oh,
talk. I like your phonetics, the way they pronounce both the English and the
humble.
Creole. And I don't try for land, but it's they can. I don't try for land like how you make you mouth and everything, but they come. So I said, okay, when I left that there for you, then I just left the way where they say you don't go through a lot, but you still want to make peace among Sierra Leoneans. I like that because then I was in a time where you talk that way. I was like so angry with something that was going on with me. But they were listening to you, and when you talk, say, make we you focus, make we just be peaceful, make we just be as on certain things. I just sit down and I watch you, and I see the way where you say you self don't go through things and where like, but you try for. So you make me fall in love with you. You make me fall in love with you, and I say, wow, okay, I love this, I like this. So that pulled me out from the anger where I be really gets. So I just pull out and say, let me just, relax and think. And, I just like this lady. So let me just, because God not a come out can't talk to we, take not a come out bush can't talk to we. Now we people and get for talk to we say. And of course, I just like the way we cast our kitchen also with the talk in mind. So it's like we the cure we self in a way. And I'm talking about health here. And I want to stay focused and healthy to help me Salon people me African people and if I get angry or sad, it get for be for a moment, and I will continue the do am because it's not also good for my pancreas, my liver, my heart, so many things in my body. So when I see you, you make me happy. And of course, it released a lot of toxic out of me. I'm not gonna lie. And when I see back Pastor Kitchen, they talk, when they discuss, when they talk, I felt good. I'm not gonna lie. So that makes me to start following you and watching you and liking you and
Thank you
said
so
good
much.
things. Yes.
When you say certain things, I know they help, but I did try for hold back my tears because I believe say all credits and praises belong to the Almighty.
Allah.
I always see myself as one of the fortunate one, them way it choose amongst a many slave.
Yeah.
And I believe say bring me for a purpose.
Yeah.
And the purpose is that even when things are at the worst, or when somebody offend you, or whatever the case may be, if you speak about unity, national cohesion, sometimes the you get for be the bigger person and swallow the bitter
It's
pill.
true.
I believe say when we united, there's so much we can
Of
accomplish.
course.
And I believe say, like I say, all them praises and they belong to him, and all things are the praise that for me be the impact way they describe here, and that's exactly what's in. And they always pray for be now with community. You understand? And they pray that it's like you don't. It's not like a more responsibility on my shoulder
Yeah.
because your expectation of me and waiting me. Everybody forgets expectation of themselves
Not true.
or goals with forth. You understand?
Not true.
I bet you say be how you call an assignment,
Yeah.
and I pray not to
Yeah.
and I pray not to fail myself. You
Not true.
understand? And say as we get in discussion there, so we they able for help for empower ourselves, we they able for get that national cohesion where we all deserve now the Republic of Sierra Leone or
Not true.
within with various system where we belong in the diaspora.
Yeah.
So I tell you, thank you, plenty positive. You name people, then when we set and share the light on again, I talk about them briefly at the last show when I really give words of appreciation. Similarly to how you feel about Madam Jamilatu Kumara. This one myself, na person way, you know, ever know me.
Okay.
You understand? So that of you, if they watch the critical thinking talk show,
Yes.
they go above and beyond, find out who Khadija was. Now a very nice motorman at the
Oh,
community.
yes.
I always thank way I no get a mind of being judgmental. I know they just go and open Facebook and decide for judge anybody.
Not
You
true.
understand?
Not true.
Everybody when you see certain behavior, try for go close to that person. They see why is it that they act the way they act,
Yeah.
or whatever they can be. But what's in the affect the community is that we are so quick to judge.
Yeah.
We are not all meant for being the same. You understand? The way how you would talk and the way how me they talk, it all happens have to do with the product of the environment.
Yeah.
You understand,
Yeah.
eh? Or so for now, we see now we judge say, oh, Jamila did this way, Khadija did this way, or Diva did this way. And on
Not
nights,
true.
we always try an open mind. We try for welcome ourselves with honesty and
Not
sincerity
true.
and get for self before we conclude.
Not true.
And when we get problem, then now we try for be the peace between ourselves,
Not true.
where we will not for try for do things for escalate, make things worse,
Not true.
So once thank you. And then again in this in the thing about Madam Casada Kitchen, Miss Daphne, now the same way myself through this social media, where they go through some trials and tribulation, I hear her pride. It's like I put on a myself in a ill situation. You understand? So I go for love, I let her for the sake of God, beyond waiting, whatever whatever other people they think of me, understand. Because if anybody they act certain way, there's a reason behind that. Try for know before you conclude.
Yeah.
So at this thank you for your kindness. And I pray that you let me for a reason, and I pray too that God will continue for use me for that same reason. For now will
Amen.
be a blessing.
Amen.
So
Amen. Amen.
and beyond. I thank you.
Thank
Another thing where you bring to my attention, where you say we elaborate on today,
Mm-hmm.
now mental health.
Yes.
Mental health.
Yes.
The believe say it affects the community
Yes.
in two in way, unfortunately, because of the stigmatization, a lot of people they not want
Talk about that.
talk about it.
Yes.
I tell us, so I agree say indeed with this opportunity with me interviewing you, it could be an opportunity for now we talk on that.
Yes.
Not because they go through or your family member they go through I thank God and I say this with humility and nobody not feel bad. I thank God I not ever there in that situation where I get for day in that category. But at the same time, we as Sarah Lynn, we get for be sensitive as to how we treat ourselves
Yeah.
or other people that suffer from it.
Yeah.
If you not get time or you not get family member where they suffer with time, just know say that it does exist out there.
That's good.
So yeah, when we dey talk, I begin to reflect back in December on December 9th of 2014, to be precise, during the Ebola epidemics, I share a video wherein many of we in the go under the impression that apparently the gentleman at the video decide for use some items them from burial team or wearing they say them then item them at the protective gears them way the burial team them for protect himself for go bury people that we understand
Yeah.
during the Ebola. And I will share that because certain things that I can share wouldn't take a couple days if I share na my wall, na Facebook, na for a reason. So this particular thing what they talk about, I get to share them after this we interview. So unfortunately, madam, what thing may happen at that time, it seemed like the man been suffer from some type of mental issue. So when it come across them, disposal equipment there, protective gear them. It decide for taking an hose, it go wash them, you understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, so fortunately some bystanders they moving there around. Some people then within the community, then within at the background and they laugh the man, so on and so forth. But anybody at in right state of mind, would take thing like that, wash them, or even also an exposure
Not.
will go even cause life, you
Not
understand?
true.
So during that time, I mean also include I say, what about maybe the skyway, maybe we own officials them or the medical personnel them go wrong was the side wearing they not use the appropriate channel for get rid of the protective gears you get me.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, person like that individual there, it come across then gear then they it take and say maybe something that thinks them or clothing where it can benefit from,
Yeah.
not knowing that it could do more harm than good, not only to him but also other people that when they within a community or the place where he live. So that's not only one make as the introduction for mental illness. And I did bring you back on for now you talk about it.
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk on, then we said we'll come back in and whatever research that I don't do, I will add as well.
Okay.
So I did bring you back on.
Okay, thank you so much because that's not the reason we make on Facebook for promote my songs then and talk
Yeah.
about health because what you have noticed saying now the African community, Sierra Leone community, we get a lot of picking them, woman and man, the way they suffer from mental illness. And we get different categories of mental illness. You get from the acute, the small one, to the biggest one. So wetin me don notice say we no dey talk about am because for example if me own pikin have one mental problem I tell you as a friend if we get small talk you go take am curse me with am or you go take am dey tell people and say im pikin head no dey im pikin no well na im make people dem dey afraid for talk and wetin me want make me African people do Miss Salon people, what I want us to do is that when somebody have a mental problem, we don't have to have that stigma not to talk about it. It can happen to anybody. Today you'll be fine and tomorrow you just have something just pump pump and then you start getting sick up there. So the mental illness is in three categories. One is genetics and two trauma can cause mental illness like them bad trauma they like rape or like depression can cause mental illness And of course, the other thing back where they cause mental illness now food. The kind of food where you dey eat, where you get belle, yes, you for be careful as belle woman. And also the kind of cream where you dey put, the kind of tea where you dey put na your ear, all this can cause mental illness. So these three categories what I don't name, now I want to like enlighten my African people, my Sierra Leone people to be very, very aware of that. So for example, if in the family you've noticed that there's a mental issue, your auntie, your sister, or your brother, there is a special test that you yourself will go and do, which is available in all hospitals in the diaspora, even in Africa. There's a way they does it that, please, one of my cousin is mentally ill. I am a family member. I want to know if I have the traits. It's just like cancer. Yeah. So
Right.
I want
Right.
people to know that if you notice one of your child is not behaving the right way and he or she have been diagnosed, because until they diagnose you before you start telling people are not well, you know. But if they did not, you must not like, you know, begin for say he ain't no they not well, because people behave in certain ways for various reasons. It's not only mental. Sometimes you just get into
Yeah.
depression for some time and after you come out of it. Yeah. So
Mhm.
the other thing I want also people to know is that the test is there. So if your child, one of your child have mental problem, two of your child, you and your husband have to go and do a test. Why is our children having this disease? Maybe one of us have it. And if one of you have it, my advice is stop making children, because if you keep on making children, all of them are going to have the disease, and it's going to be hectic for you, especially if you yourself you're suffering from it. So if you don't make one picking, you don't make two picking, you see say they get mental problem, stop for make picking, go do the test. If now you get them, or you man, or you get them from your mama or your papa, so that you go able for see how you go begin for cure yourself gradually, because some mental illness it dey disappear. Yes, now that people I don't know. So mental illness is just for a certain period of time. Waiting they go through your life at that time, you go into depression or you got a trauma, so you get a mental issue at that moment. And some mental issue is just for a short period of time, some not too a little bit longer, and some for a very, very long time. Yes. But as I said,
Wonderful.
yeah, but as I said,
Yeah. Right.
food contributes, um, genetics, and the thing that what they put now with body, it also contribute, because you go see, you know, not even hearing some people and say, nothing not be do am oh, nothing not be do this woman, nothing not be do this man, this speaking about nothing not do am. We just see they make you know, they say get mental issue. That well, that one the way they can say so. Now something don't trigger am. Maybe they don't rape them, they're not able for talk am, or something don't happen to them way bad and they forget for talk am, so that they keep another it become a mental issue. So now I make sure we for always
Mhm.
dey ask we pikin, the way she pikin sad, you ask am wetin do you? Anybody touch you? Somebody make you? Tell me no more. Make I know, because if we dey not dey ask we pikin, then something will go happen to them. Hey, tell we, because they dey fear say if dem
Yeah.
tell we go alap on them. So all this,
Absolutely.
and through the food, because food, sister, food is very, very important. This eats you're not gonna know for say them bad until when you sick. When you sick, they put you into diets. So which means the way where you be the eat not be good. Because if the way where you be the eat be good, you know they just fall sick so. So now it makes so we for always be careful what we eat, because if you go eat some certain food, especially sugar, like you know, before they see people like 1 cup sugar, 1 cup garri, you know, that they eat a lot of oils. All these eating they cause sicknesses like diabetes, cancer, and a lot of bigger heart problem, pancreas problem. So we for watch out. And the cream they what they put, you know, some of the cream then they put bad thing, then inside synthetic thing them. So we for the pick and choose then kind thing, and the way they put now belly or they rub now body, and whatever they pass through it. Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Excellent. So you make some salient points. Also to reviewers them, I want to make them very clear, say we are not medical
We are
experts,
not.
but we gear towards sensitization
Yes.
and awareness.
Yes.
Just they try for do we own very best for now we kind of like help with community in whatever way we can. So like I said earlier before you they come, me on research I get on through the Mayo Clinic, we're in a credible site, and the Center for Disease Control. So I want to know we first define mental illness, so that way we viewers then go know within we they elaborate on.
Okay.
Mental health is defined as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to her or his community. So, in other words, what we consider as mentally healthy. Now, like where we're able for graph, we able for carry on with day-to-day um, tasks, with day-to-day activity, so that now you call healthy or you're mentally healthy. What is the difference between mental health and mental illness? Why is it so tough to tell what's normal? It's often difficult to distinguish normal mental health from mental illness because there's no easy test to show if someone is wrong. Also, primary mental health condition can be mimicked by physical disorder. Mental health condition aren't due to a physical disorder and are diagnosed and treated based on signs and symptoms as well as on how much the condition affects your daily life. For example, a mental health condition can affect your behavior, obsess hand wash, or drinking too much alcohol, which which is might be a sign of a mental health condition. Feelings. Sometimes a mental health condition is characterized by a deep or ongoing sudden euphoria or anger. So in other words, and then another thing, and another one is say thinking delusion, fixed belief that aren't changeable in light of conflicting events, or thoughts or suicidal might be symptom of a mental health condition. So anybody can go through some trauma. Example, you go through a divorce, you go through, God forbid, loss of a loved one. There's so many unexpected events that what can happen we can that in a
Okay,
normal
trigger am.
mental. Yes, exactly. So that in a just the acute state where any normal, if you go through divorce you're expected to feel sad or feel
Of
low, a
course.
bit of depression.
Of course.
But when the depression become chronic to the point that it interfere with your day-to-day activity, that's when it become
I'm
a
mental.
concern.
Yes.
Yes, that's when it become a mental issue. You understand? You they think so much, you they kind of like dwell on the
You know
same
they
thing over and
concentrate
over.
again. Yeah.
Yes, yes, your eating habits don't change.
Yes.
You know what, your hygiene habits don't change.
Yes.
You're not able to wash again like as usual. So remember
Yes.
somebody drag
Yes.
that's when it become critical.
Yes.
So now you know come we kind of like get some confused
Mm-hmm.
wherein that sometimes somebody will become like slightly depressed or it go through a trauma,
Yes.
and we can't automatically say a mental illness. No, that's normal, because one, you need to expect, like how we talk about marriage and being single parents. You go inside marriage in the hope for
You
that
go with the
marriage is
mindset to the
succeed.
end.
Right,
And at the middle of
right. But
everything, all things just come well. So
exactly,
that is
exactly.
already, a shock for you. So,
Yes. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So let me see back again. What thing we go add to this topic? When is an evaluation or treatment needed? Each mental health condition has its own sign and symptom. In generally, however, professionals' help might be needed if you experience marked change in personality, eating or sleeping pattern, and inability to cope with problems or daily activity. I think I've been just mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
Strange or grandiose idea, excessive anxiety, prolonged depression or empathy, thinking or talking about suicide, substance abuse, extreme mood swing or excessive anger, hostility, and violent behavior.
Yes.
So,
One thing where I
yes.
want come, what I want my people to know, if they have already diagnosed any of your family member that they are not well, The one thing they have to avoid is drugs and alcohol because it's going to like make it worse. You know, if somebody get mental issue, then you go drink and then you they take drugs, it increase the mental illness. So those are things you have to like let them stay very, very far away from. And another thing also where I advise my own African Sierra Leonean people is that when somebody is mentally ill, you must not leave that person 24 hours by him or herself. If you know you are not going to be able 24 hours to be able to at least take care of that person, you know, go and put the person in a clinic where people are there that are changing shifts to take care of those people. Because when you put your child in the house, for example, or in fact in a clinic where you don't want to know what is going on with the child, you don't want to, then if you are not careful, the child is going to get worse. Because what they need, let me tell you, what the people who have mental problem needs, love, attention, always like you want to know what is going on with them because they can see, they can feel. So when you don't ignore them and say, this thing, I don't tire, almost 5 years at the parties, almost 10 years, ego, this speaking self, you know, that energy, they can feel it. And when they feel it, they will go and commit suicide. And that is what some of us as African parents, we don't know. When your child is mentally ill, you have to cope with it. You have to be patient with it because some of the mental illness can stay for a lifetime. So if you just say, I am tired, hey, I don't tire safe, or I in hospital, this speaking safe, not to so be born, the child or the person will feel your energy. And that is why you have a lot of suicide. You just see, this speaking just got to go jump. This person just got to go kill himself. Because if they feel say the people and they reject her, they're not one for deal with them because they're not well. So we have to bear
Wonderful.
that in mind that when somebody is mentally ill, they need love. They need to be, you know, they need good words then. And you know, for the left them 24 hours by themselves. No.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alex,
Especially where they're not in a place where then they watch them, where then they take care of them, where they want to know what they
right.
do. Because you get them clinic then they're at the diaspora. Where if you get
Yeah.
a pikin or person wey not well, you they just take the person, you carry and go there. Not to, this is not something to be ashamed of. Anything can happen to anybody at any time. Where they get very good one then because we Holland, now we are the first people then because I'm now Dutch, you know, I'm Dutch, Sierra Leonean. Yeah, we were the first the Dutch were the first people who started to tell people to build houses for people who take drugs, mental people. It's in the history. It's written, it's in Google. Because then people were taking drugs and they were sleeping in the street and they were dying. So a Dutch person came up and said, you know what, why don't we build a house where if somebody is taking drugs, yeah, you can just put those people there and treat them. That is when the rehab thing came. So we were
I
the
see.
first. You know, so all
Wonderful.
this all this idea I'm having is not I'm having it just like that. Is I'm in the country who started a lot of things. That's why they legalize a lot of things here, like drugs, mild drugs like marijuana, but not the hard one, because they came to study and they knew the benefits of most of these drugs. So they say, you know what, that there are ways you can take them that is beneficial, and there are ways you can take them that is very bad. So they try to teach all of our children that go to school here the good and the bad. So you choose what you want. So when you check the drugs rate in Holland, is very less because we
I
educate
see.
the children and the children pick and choose. I want to go to drugs, or no, 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 no. I want to do this. Or some of them go to drugs and they go to rehab and then they change. They become a better person. So we were the first to start a lot of for bill O's for people that we know they're not well, people who they take drugs.
Yeah.
So it's the Dutch people. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So coincidentally too, I've been watching another documentary about a month couple months back. I don't remember the specific,
Yeah.
wherein it was the documentary was surrounded by the mental health facility na Kisi, na
Oh
Freetown.
yeah.
So basically, yes, this gentleman, I think he come up from United Kingdom, wherein he been go and do like some studies wherein they may they tie down the people that were mentally ill, they not be they give them the correct care when them is supposed to give them. You know, like when the saying goes, when you know better, you do better, you know?
Yes.
So at that time, there not be no say. And the individual when do the documentary, so sad, he said he suffer from mental health issue as well. He said, but when he gets the correct medication, it is able for cope and go about in
Thank you
day-to-day
so
activity.
much. I'm glad we mentioned the
So
medication.
right. So in that case, the documentary was he helped Salon in a way that they exports imports a lot of medication the way them people they are need. You understand? They give them the correct care when they may need, where they self be able for go back into the community and live what we will consider as a normal life. You
Well,
understand? So
now this we don't know because well, as soon as I say this person, he get HIV, he get cancer, we don't try for push the person away. We just want people that we well around with, and they're not they do so. You
yes,
understand? We have to learn how to accept people crazy or sick, or we have to learn how to educate ourselves that when I say somebody is HIV positive, does not mean that you they get on one time if you touch them or if you drink by the cup you drink. No, you know, so you must also know when somebody is mentally ill. You are not going to be mentally ill if you talk to the person. You know, you
yes,
just have to know
yes,
that this person is mentally ill, but you get for caution, but then not to the way where we they do them. Hey, no talk to them. Then
yes,
it not the any way they talking not make sense. I know people who have good positions who are millionaires that are mentally ill. They are millionaires. They
yes,
are mentally ill.
yeah.
If you see them,
So
you
just like you
must
said
know.
earlier, right, just like you say, some of them have to do with generic factor, some of them have to do with maybe a traumatic event will happen in their life
Yes,
where they're not able for or able for move forward
yes,
from that unfortunate incident.
yes.
And I want to know we back some of the comments because if I know they engage
Oh,
yourself
yes.
too.
Thank
Now,
you all for watching.
yes, yes, and I thank
Thank
you. I did read, dear friend, Miss Peace Angel K. Thank you so much, madam, for coming. Do you, in a way, I'm not reading a comment, and forgive me. I will go back after the live and respond. It says some medication can lead to medical illness. I don't know if you want to add to that.
Oh yes, that is so true. Now I make I dey always encourage people then with natural medication, natural herbs, because you know say the synthetic medicine then where some of the doctors then they prescribe, then they make mistake a lot. You go get an acute mental problem, yeah, and then they will give severe medication for a severe mental problem. So you go come up from acute mental problem to a severe mental problem. You know, because you go
Yeah,
there with small problem, saying that come and normal get, I know they concentrate. Then they go give medicine for personal weakness. So it will go lead to a
absolutely.
side effect way not good. So now it
Yes,
make
absolutely.
always when somebody is sick, you as a mother, as a father, as a sister, as a brother, when they want to give medication, ask what is the medication for. Go and read on the internet, Google what is that medication for? What is it going to do to the person? And if you see them say now for this, now for that, now for that, say, this person is not that sick. I think this is the wrong medication. But if you allow them, it begin take them for a longer period of time, it will become a bigger issue, a bigger mental problem.
I agree. I believe, say, let's say, even take mental health out of the equation. Simple medication, like say, if we go through
Yes,
medical issues, like
yes,
as in surgery,
yes.
some of the narcotics and what they can give,
Oh
it
my
can
God.
make you almost feel like a zombie.
Yes,
So sometimes it's best you take like even your Tylenol
yes.
or I out in
The paracetamol,
paracetamol.
yes. Then you know what you take at least. But then paracetamol
Exactly.
also is very dangerous to the liver. So
Liver, yes.
yes, for
Yes.
me,
Yes.
I believe
Yes.
what we can say country medicine. You know it's not country medicine.
Yes.
These are
Natural
these are
herbs.
slow,
Yes.
but they are sure.
Yes.
And I say
Absolutely.
make I show you. I bring a special for you
Mhm.
today. My diffuser. This
Oh.
now they call
Oh,
diffuser. This now the,
yes.
I get the
Yes.
black one, but this now the I said
Yeah.
no, make a face the fine one come. Make a show me
Oh.
my new colleague. So then get these two
Right.
types. This one, now will be the use in Africa where they go cut the leaf them, where the menu like you get
Yes.
you seek, then they put an instant they
Yes.
boil them, then you they cover,
Yes.
then you they get the heat,
Yes.
and then in the menu.
Yes.
These are natural herbs. When I wait man and said don't put it per bottle.
Yes.
So now wait
Well,
man
you know what's in?
mm-hmm.
Coincidentally, talking about that, there was another news where I've been listening to where the guy been they talk about bitter medicine.
Yes,
They put bitter medicine in the form of pill.
yes.
So some of these things so they take for granted na salon, now really it really
Thank you so
medicinal
much.
and beneficial
Because
to
now done there,
yeah.
I kind of Facebook for. You know, because I've done the read, I they do unto me, self to me picking there. So I say, you know what, I not just want for sing. I want for do also because I know say music they heal people them, but I want for join so to go mend them more. So I say, you know, I don't learn about in there, I don't see waiting doctors, even doctors that they talk about country medicine. Then they go to
Yeah.
Africa, then they go buy with medicine then they can, they make them put on, now then bought to they sell out for we $5, $10. So
Yes, yes.
yes, so this one so now they call am diffuser. You get different color. This na the cover then. Now so it turn
Yeah.
inside. So this one so
Nice.
I dey show you now. You dey take water. You know say na water dem be dey boil continue medicine dem with. You turn am.
Right.
You dey turn am so
Yes.
then e dey reach the side wey e for stop inside the.
The man.
Then
Yes.
wetin I
Yes.
wan put? Hey God, hey God, I don pass I dey feel bad, I dey feel bad. Okay, I wan put sage. Then you dey take your country
Yeah.
medicine wey dem call sage. You know say with man dem sabi shwen the name. Then you dey turn am. You dey turn am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, this sage now na like lavender. So I go take
Yeah.
sage and lavender. You know say lavender when you hyper, it dey put you in a
Very
relaxing mood. So I go mix am with lavender. I don put sage, this na lavender. You know, e dey drop so. And then you cover am. We no be get cover. We then they just say
mhm.
cover yourself with lapa. So with man then modernize am. They make this small pot. You put the water, you
Yeah.
put your medicine, you cover am so. Then e very easy. You connect am.
Right.
You dey connect am to the light. And then this one also dey use remote. This one, me own, e dey use remote.
Okay.
But
Oh, wow. Interesting.
yes, but you get the other
Very
one dem, e dey use two. One under here, but for be more
yes.
luxurious, you know. This one
Yes.
also dey use remote. So I will just put am on with me remote like that.
Yeah. Interesting. So in other words, what you describe from them
So you
dropping
see,
a
if you
day,
concentrate, you go
if
see
somebody they
smoke dey comot.
yes, if somebody they suffer from maybe severe hyperactive or anxiety, from what you describe, so then they can able for calm them down,
Oh
right?
yes, oh yes. For
Yeah.
anxiety, depression, and when you don't pass 40 years, you need for buy
Yes.
lavender. You need for buy sage. You need for the mental side, because we all get a status not to pass you craze or you get mental problem. Where someday you just need for relax your brain. So you go use rosemary. Rosemary is
Yeah.
then get the tea, then get the one
Oh,
where you go put paddies. Then this wire so you get other way back where you dey use them. You can take them, you put them. Now you hand like this, one drop you
yeah.
inhale am. Ah.
Interesting.
Then you can rub
Wow.
am here na your neck,
Mhm.
you rub am na your chest,
Mhm.
you lay down a bed. So if you
Wow.
get anxiety, anything in the morning, it will put you in a relaxing mode. You put on your two big toe them. It's so healing.
Wow.
And this wire so now, it will diffuse the whole host. So you all family, go profit from them. Because you know, say if you call the pikin, say, come and put this now. Mommy, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. But this now, where you put them, you know, they talk nothing. You just diffuse them. And what I love about this one, the remote control, it gets music there where they put you into the mood. Like,
Oh, oh wow. Interesting.
if not the,
See, every day we learn. See? Oh wow,
and then you
interesting.
get this other one.
Wow. So it's like a form of
Therapy
how you go
for
it's
relaxed
therapeutical.
mind.
Yes. Okay. And it kind of like make you to meditate as well.
So now this one, because this one get remotes, you know, the other one they will be they use, you know, that they update them, you know, all time.
Yeah.
So this one get
Interesting.
this one get music panel. So yeah, a lot of things you get the one where they reduce the songs, then you get lights, you get a lot of things where they do. You see the lights don't come on.
Yeah.
So if you want to put
Yeah.
your light off, you get the red lights way, at least you go they see waiting they go in the room. Then they change colors of the lights. Yes. I
Wow.
say make I bring a can block me new party.
I love it. Love it.
Yes.
Not only it benefits me now, it
Yes.
benefits the audience as well.
Yes. Thank you
So
so much for
basically, not
watching.
only
So
absolutely
now
not only
America yeah now get
yes,
different types. So you can ask for this type, you can ask for the normal one. They give the same thing. Even the normal one, maybe you not get music, but you get lights, you know, then you go to diffuse. Like this night they diffuse for 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 6 hours. So
wonderful.
especially if you get stubborn picking the owner one sleep. You just dey buy
Yeah.
because me I get this type like all the room them for me picking them. So before they can I
Oh,
don't go put the lavender because Sunday they can bug
yeah.
me on it. So I don't tell for say
Oh,
I want sleep so me safe I get me medicine. So I just
yeah.
I diffuse her. So when they can say I just
Yes. That is excellent.
yes.
So when you put her on, how long did it take in the room? Or how long did it
It
take
dey
for them to
take
become
until till morning. You know they bug you. Yes. If you
okay.
no want put the music,
Okay, so you did let her on.
yes, you dey left her on.
Oh
So it's so
wow. Interesting.
energetic, yes. And some of them self get alarm. So like if you want wake this time, you go just say, okay, may I make tea to this time while they go walk, then it begin alarm, then you wake up. And when you
Oh,
wake up, you're so energetic.
oh
You dey get
wow.
all the energy
Interesting.
the way you need. I'm telling you, I be the sick. So sick
Oh,
because I be get low iron and then my vitamin D go down. So then I begin do my own
yes. Oh
research
wow.
because all time they go to the doctor. I don't see say the doctor he said, don't tire with me. Acting. Hello, I cannot do this. Yes, I'm not feeling well. Can I come? And the doctor say, yeah, you are just passing through your menopause, and you know it has to. Why
Oh
don't
yeah.
you go and buy lavender? So the doctor be the tell me go. So they say, waiting on lavender, ba. Me na continue man oh. Me na Africa come oh. Give me medicine
Wow.
because you know so we believe by the medicine. So now one
Yes,
day now I
yes.
dey watch now the net. Now see I come across a video where the woman dey talk say be dey sick, but now himself na him own doctor. So
Oh
you
my
know I took
goodness.
interest, you know. So I begin for the follow
Yeah.
the woman they talk. I say wow. So I begin now for go buy the thing the way the woman say, you know. I begin to use
Wow.
them. Why I begin use her? She said they work for me. Then me symptoms
Absolutely.
then go down. Since where
Wow.
I begin use them here to your goodness over the net where we know we save. And the good thing that way you
Yes.
don't tell me, I'm
Yes.
great. I'm feeling good. At me
I
age,
appreciate this.
at me age, a lot
Yes.
of people they suffer depression, then they
Yeah.
suffer 5 minutes and sick, then they get hot flashes. But with this
Yeah.
thing, oh, if you go buy them, you go tell me.
Excellent. So we get forget a lot of health session the way they do together.
Yes,
This is excellent. Not only will be beneficial to me,
yes,
but the audience as well.
yes,
So thank you, thank you, thank you. I did definitely put that into high consideration
yes,
and try for buy 'em.
yes.
Definitely.
And also, wait,
Um,
I want to remind people that skincare won't
yeah.
because me get me online now. I get me oil,
To get for, okay, well,
I get me
go ahead.
cream. No, no, apart from me online, because not all man they able for order from me.
They share your mind.
But if you
But
not,
one of take some before we forget different session
oh
of
yes,
skincare session
yes,
too.
yes.
But go ahead and share
I
your
still
mind,
want for make
please.
people know say if you not they buy cream, body, anything body, when I begin watch now. Food, when I begin pick and choose. Yes.
Share you line, please. Let them go be
I don't
aware of
share
it,
all
please.
things.
And
Now I make a late
okay,
car.
so okay, there. How we go able for and for the one they want to able see on your wall, how they go able for the you products them where you sell
Why
for
not? Well,
skincare?
normally, if you can have a messenger and ask me, waiting, I for buy, I did because most people like you can have a messenger, they ask, we want this, we want that, they, or then go ask me, waiting, you be talk by your video, how I forget them, then I can show them the link, where then go the order,
Okay,
and then they bring up for them at
okay.
us. And if you want me
Oh,
product
okay.
that when our body a natural product, I will just get your address and then I will send them for you and then you will send me money for me through Western Union, MoneyGram or where. Yes.
Excellent. So now, Miss Peace P. Angel, it talks say back again, even if they are diagnosed, some are in denial in the family. So I think it referred to the one that where they suffer from mental illness.
Yes.
So are they assuming maybe the stigmatization can cause that? What you think? Come back in on
Yeah,
that.
she is very, very right. Now, just like what I said, when like now, for example, if God forbid bad thing, if they said, "Oh, the way your child is behaving, we think he or she have a mental problem," one thing our heart will run to, they don't go do me picking juju. Na me sister, na I
Yeah.
don't go do me juju. Na me mama, na im dey reach me. Na me uncle. We know the things say mental issue, it can come at any time. And through the things and where I don't name so, and try for find a solution. So we dey begin hide them. We know they go look for help as mama. We know they go look for help as a human being or a family member. We they say no, no go tell people and say Christian. I mean, no can begin the cause we now also say we get Christmas now with family. So we get for make sure say when I say you person sick, try and go see how dem go mend am. The only thing wey you get for the watch na the kind of medicine the dey give am, make sure say na the right medicine dey get so that e go able live in day-to-day life till e old. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So like what we don't see here is that the stigmatization they affect some of them the population that within we own community,
Yes, a
right?
lot.
So how we go yes, what in we you feel say we for discuss here today, we go be a solution moving forward. For now we help them people they
So
are
what?
wherein
Yeah.
mhm, wherein we go treat the same population they are so as that of somebody who get cancer or we get brain
Diabetic.
tumor.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, and yes. Now we not discriminate them.
Yes.
How what's in the solution or how we're able
Well,
to
we go get for talk
treat
about
them?
all them people and they see this was na mental. Wetin me go
Yes.
advise them.
No, no, what I mean. No, what I mean.
Mhm.
How we go treat them equally with respect as that of like for say we're not going to because the stigmatization will make people then afraid
Yeah.
for come out and get help.
And talk.
You
Okay.
understand? But if we treat them with respect, like for say that the one that when they suffer with mental illness, then at the same like as say where somebody get cancer, it is sorry for them.
Yeah.
At the same
You
respect
for
we
sorry
give the
for
one
them,
and they will
yes.
yes.
Well, I make
That way
so
themselves they're not
now I make sure I talk to
discriminated
you.
or
Now I make I tell you. I
yes.
say we picking them they
Yeah.
die because a lot of salon picking they don't die because the way with the mama then the shame. The shame say me picking not well. And so where people encourage it, go push the picking say go up and how many people know for say you ate not day. You know, then we know they try for talk about time and we they cost we self with time. Like if me picking not well so somebody know you go take and cost me. You know, so we for stop dandy. Yeah, if I do you
Yeah.
something, yeah, not to me picking do you something. If me picking self in 8 no day, cost me the mama will do you something. Now that we for the try for the tell we self. Cost me, tell me say look what me it big, look what look what time. Not put on me picking. You know, so if we do that, it will help we. You dey feel me? Eh? But if you begin to cost me
Yes.
own picking, or you begin to put me down, you understand me? I will also do the same to
Yeah.
your own picking. I will also do the same to your own person. So if we stop that
Mhm.
cause like put up our picking the whole born, I think say
Yes.
the stigma will reduce. It not go down, but it will reduce. And if person say,
Absolutely.
ah, no man and picking craze, like I mean, so if somebody can say, ah, no, that no man and picking craze, say, hence, so if you picking craze, we were not craze, we they behave like we craze. Yes,
Yes.
that those are my
Yeah.
words
It's
sometimes. I'll say in we where they say we normal. Some of we behavior them, some of we behavior them. If you are like the one they will crease. So me, I don't care.
abs-
So if we
absolutely.
able for um people that way they can talk like that to we give them we tell them say if na so you they can't talk, me you no go talk. If you want can talk normal, like
Yes.
you sorry for the person, like you want find a solution together with
Mhm.
me, I am ready, I'm open. But if you they come for criticize, say that day you know say sick, that day you know. For me na person, I get sorry heart. Quick, I don't cry. Quick, I don't get emotional.
Yes.
Quick, I don't feel bad. So when you can't, if you can't tell me about person, so I automatically feel say if you know anything about me, you're gonna do the same to me. So I will not also
Yes.
feel like encouraging you either.
Yeah.
But I go tell you the
Yes.
truth and say
Exactly.
some of we were not
Yes.
crazy the way we they behave someday. The thing that we they
Mhm.
do, it pass the one that we crazy. So those are my response
Absolutely.
sometimes. Yes.
Na great point. I think say that in a good way for discourage
Yes.
the bunch of bad ones them way they try for make mockery
Yes.
of people that we really need their help.
Yes.
Um I want to we go back to your music career.
Okay.
What also you see yourself in the next 5 years? And then also I want to shed lights before we go there. I want to shed lights also on you every year you can get like a show.
Yes,
Yeah, but
yes.
before we go to the show, tell me, what's how you imagine yourself will be in the next 5 years with that
And a very,
wonderful
very
career?
big podium, very big. I'm gonna be very, very big, big because my music career, I put them on hold. I did do at the diaspora because of I be get picking them, then me bokuna me and I'm not able to concentrate for me picking them, then they travel. And music you get for focus. If I begin get larger fans, then go want me in America, then want me in Canada, then especially if they know say I dey sing healing words so because of that because of me picking them we make I not be dey too much they promote myself in the media, be they make people and they do them for me. But I see myself in the next 5 years in a very big podium, maybe in America, in
Beautiful.
Nigeria, doing something very, very big. So that time they at least people are gonna keep this video and yeah, and I see myself not only as a singer, but I also want to heal the people in mind. And I also are very interested in this medical field. So like say nowadays where people that want to go do surgery, you get doctors then where they sing or where they sing for the patient then until the patient then go into and then do operation.
Mhm.
So I really want help not only in the diaspora, but I want to go back home. Where I go back home because me not orphan. I don't get mama and papa.
Okay.
Na me brother they
I'm
no more
sorry.
daddy. So me free time, I want go na various places then. What's handicap then they people that we blind and people and because I promised that I'm going to do it. Um uh,
So in that case, I get a good assignment for
yes,
you.
yes, I
We'll go
really
talk
want to do it with my
outside.
music joined together. I also want to be in the medical field to help my people. Yes,
Wonderful.
yes. So in the
Excellent.
next 5 years,
Excellent.
no, I'm going very, very high, higher than this,
I love
by the
that.
grace of God.
So that's another thing way I described about you earlier. I love the
Yeah,
confidence. I love the self-love.
yes.
I love the fact that give yourself what's in the word, no
Oh
limitation
no,
because of you
over
mother
the
or whatever the person have
over
been.
the sky. I'm over the sky, huh? Over.
The confidence stands so loud. Like I say, only a confidence and a diva will able to foresee the strength of another diva.
Yeah,
So that I commend about you and I
that's
love
so
about
nice.
you. So even when you they perform or you they sing, you they see that confidence in you.
Yeah.
So who say you get that confidence and who that help for boost that or bring that out of you?
To be honest, because the time that we they watch Indian movies and so I have my own style. I was born with my own style. I'm October, I'm Libra, and even from Africa, I don't win competition then for best dancer in a salon, best performer. From Sierra Leone, I started winning awards, and I just love entertainment. And I just want to see people and laugh all the time. I go make fun, I go do thing them. I hate to stay in sadness for a longer period of time. I refuse to stay in sadness or anger for a longer period of time. I switch when the time reach. And even while I dey with people and we can always help me, if I dey do something wey like negative, you go see I tell them say now I think I want to go to the positive side because me na a positive person. You know, although we all get negative side, but me negative and not reach 2%. I just want make people happy. I want the time where I pass on, make people know me more for happy than sad. Hey, this one might be too late problem. Hey, this one might get wahala. You know, I want people to remember me for that, not to remember, oh, it better self, you know, because I can talk about people like that. It better self where you don't go. It will be too much, you know. That is bad when you are in a
Yes.
community, you know. So I want to be remembered when I'm old, because I'm not going now. When I'm very old, gray hair. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So how do you, I believe say there's two type of criticism.
Yeah,
One way a constructive criticism
of course.
where it designed for help way. You understand?
Yes,
If you get a true friend, it will say, hey, Diva, you make mistake here and that make so. Not in a good criticism way
yes.
designed for help you. But the negative one where now like the pulling down syndrome. How do you manage and rise above that each time? How you do able for know the difference and say, okay, if this is designed to break me, how I go able for can strong and focus on waiting a me own gold for myself. How you do able
Well,
for cope?
for me, anytime I come out there, let's say, because me, for me before, how I be the handle anything and the what see person want make, like for saying, I mean, the problem maker, I just avoid. You know, I'll avoid you for
Yes.
like longer period of time. And when you realize and come back, then we talk, then I say, I'll not be want for more begin argue because words not a rotting. You go tell me something, we go there in a mema, or I go tell you something, we go there. So I dey avoid a lot. But when I can at the media, I see say it totally different. And me stage where they so and transiting to monopole stage, it is a difficult stage for me because on the way the depression and where people and they unbug me, where that time they come, I get another way where they react. I will come at the media, I will talk, I will rant, I will vex, you know, but I don't want to
Mhm.
do it for too long. You know, maybe I go down two,
Yes.
3 times and then I will stop and then I will become the person that I'm truly am. So
Mhm.
then I will avoid that set of people and they will make me angry. I will really
Right.
avoid them. If then they go na this place, I know they go there. If then they go yonder, I know they go there. I'll accept me and that person they will make sure I know they go there. Why? Because I want for they in a place where I feel comfortable. So that's the way I do it. Yes. I'm not
Wonderful.
perfect.
Excellent.
I'm not perfect, but I try
Yes,
to manage it.
definitely. Definitely. Even me sitting here, they always make an emphasis on that I'm not perfect. We all are sinner. The only person we deserve for be perfect. And God Almighty we create we.
Yes.
Yeah. We
Yes.
always they try and we they learn from when we mistake them, we pick up the pieces
Yes.
and hope for become better
Yes.
from what we were yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe say we don't how you call them address so many salient
Oh
points them and we
yes.
get for so many other healthy
Yes.
um how you call them discussion having to do with health and how we go able for benefits we
Yes.
various them outside of Sierra Leone and in the diaspora.
Yeah.
So I they and pray for engage you more. And I also did look forward for interview another gentleman later on
Oh
today.
yes,
So I want
Mr. Daniel Felix.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday, as you know, Facebook's get the best of we all,
Yes.
Facebook and WhatsApp.
Yes. Yes.
So we'll not be able to conduct the interview,
Yes.
but I look forward for doing the next couple hours.
Okay.
So I want to take this opportunity now for tell you plenty thank
Now
you
you get all the
for
thank you and
waiting.
the viewers, and thank you so much for what you wanna. Thank you. Wanna all thank you, wanna
Yes,
share
yes,
we,
indeed.
and may we learn for the
Indeed.
help we serve, talk to we serve like this positive lady, Khadija. She's so positive and composed. Yeah, I just like her energy and everything. And keep on the good work. no, no, how they can say,
Relent,
no,
relent,
no
no
relent,
relent.
yes, no relent. Just continue the good work because you go get the people they say, ah, we not care they. But just focus on the one they say, I care they. We love you.
That's it.
Even at one person
That's
they
it.
say, I love you. You know, I like
Yes.
when get people and can say,
Yes.
ah, no, man, listen to that one, I love you. Which of
Actually,
course for
and
me, I they always do, um, I not left for Femplaba because possibly they can't for men people for the go Femplaba. You're not going to men people that like that because people are not like that. So I'm not a Femplaba.
actually,
But the only thing is we person Femi Palava, so it's been difficult for me for let go. But I'm working on it. I'm working.
yes, it will be. Yeah. Sometimes, like I tell Miss Daphne, you did let go. Sometimes you did even apologize, not because you're wrong, but
Yes.
because of your sanity.
Yes.
And because you want the favor and blessing of God for not
True.
pour on you.
It's true.
There's a lot of time where people then go offend you, then go step on your toe, then really, really they hurt you,
Yeah.
then go say ugly things about you, will not even there as your character,
Not true.
then go attack you
Not true.
directly, indirectly,
Yeah.
but not because you afraid them.
Yeah.
You want the blessing of God for it pour on you, and you to be the bigger person. And when you know better, you to do better,
Thank
And
you.
if, like I say, if we dey live as the example we God they use way for,
Not true.
there's a lot of people who oversight and move forward.
Not true.
Um, should not the good ways you wish for me, the love wish for me. I dey wish nothing but success for you and more blessing for you. Thank you for accepting me for me.
Thank
And
you.
guarantee you say you self don't get a sister, a friend,
Oh yes.
a
Oh
confident.
yes.
Yes. So I want to take this opportunity again, tell you thank you. If you want to say any last word before we close,
Okay.
the floor is yours.
Yes. I want to tell all the people them we on the watch so make we just stay focused and make we positive be more than we negative. And as Khadija don't say, make something and the way the money we are like money we take more often way for see how we go let's go. And not forget the food part. This is one of the best food in the world, avocado. Now for eat this every
Yes.
single day, half is enough. Stay healthy and stay blessed. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you too.
Wonderful.
Thank you
Wow.
too. Yes.
No, go ahead. Finish up, please. The other products and we been shared earlier,
Yeah.
we been shown at the background. You want share them
Yes, I go share
before
am
you
back. Yes, like the lavender. If all man go grab lavender, sage, peppermint, lemongrass, citron. So you grab like 4 or 5. But on
okay.
this talk show, I'm going to put every of this one the names, and of course, if
Wonderful.
anybody will be able to grab this one, I like not to the same kind, but grab a
Yes.
diffuser is very healing, and it will help you in boku boku ways. But if you say you're not
Wonderful.
able to get the diffuser, you not get money for them, you can use and the way I say you turn on your arm, you inhale, you put on your neck, your chest. You too big to them, it will make you relax. And if not the like the rosemary, you dey put on a yarn because that thing na for mental. Very good. It dey make you not forget. Yes. So, but I go write everything on this live video or I can call my messenger, Morisadatu Diva. And I can follow me there because every week I dey do a talk show about health. So that's I will
Wonderful.
see every each time I dey talk about the liver, the heart, the pancreas, everything our body. Where una want know
Wonderful.
and the food them for cleaning. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So I want also encourage reviewers them for go and like this woman page. This woman person way and not only focus on herself, just like similar to what himself they do, they care about the community as a whole. Like I say, only diva, a confident diva, can able for uplifts and appreciate the strength of another diva.
I
Salutes. I
salute
tell
you.
you plenty, plenty
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
God bless you.
God bless
And
you too.
everything where you want for yourself, may God make it come
You
to
same
pass.
to you
I
and
appreciate
all the viewers.
and I
God
love
bless you now all.
you. Yeah.
God bless you.
And I love you right back, madam.
So my
One thing we will
fans,
not
keep
forget to
following
do.
Khadija. Yes, keep following Khadija.
I want one thing where mention where before we go, you can do a show every
Oh
year.
yes, every year.
So
Every April I
I
can
want
do
to
a
talk about
show
that.
na Amsterdam. Yes,
Wonderful.
yes.
You get any specific date, or you can come
Well,
up
I
with the
think
date and then you
next year will be around the 18th, or let me check. I think next year will be around the 18th or the 20th of April, I think. But it can
God,
change. But
God,
my flyer can always come up. So yes.
yes.
But I can do other shows then where people can call me and pay me for can perform. And some of the shows before I do a lot of free shows. But now I'm very, very strict, so I did take money. Yes, because you know, say Sunday you good can turn to bad, so I did careful now. Yes, yeah, I did take money.
It's quite, it is well. Thank you so much, madam. God bless you.
God bless
And
you.
yes, we
Thank
they tell the viewers and today, plenty, plenty. Thank you when I take time out of in a busy schedule
Yes.
for joining
Thank
me.
you
Until
so much
next
for
time,
watching. Thank you.
welcome. Until next time, this is not the Critical Thinking Talk
Yeah.
Show within a host, DJ Tijan Nabi.
Yeah.
God bless we all. God bless the
Bye.
Republic of Sierra Leone.
Bye.
Salutes, madam.
Yes.